and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. On this first spot, I think I'm fairly safe in saying it's a little bit offbeat. The gentleman, while in Borneo, was captured by headhunters and only escaped by being married to the chief's wife. And that's not the sort of thing that happens to you every day. At least it hasn't happened to me, and it's late. So we'll meet him as soon as we've said hello to our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Bill Collins. Peggy Cass. Orson Bean. And Kitty Carlisle.
You girls are making us men feel terribly shoddy.
Oh,
you do
what?
anyhow. But today you're overdoing it a little bit. Panel, I want you to look at a rather extraordinary picture. Here it is. And these are tattoos on the back of a human being. Ooh. And he is the very same person who's going to be with us in a couple of seconds. So let us right now meet the man who lives inside this skin.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Jean-Yves Domelin.
Number 2.
My name is Jean-Yves Domelin.
Number 3.
My name is Jean-Yves Domelin.
And you know how the game is played. 2 of them are not telling the truth. 1 of them really is the fella he says he is. So let me get the book up here so I can show it to you, and I'll read you the story of Jean-Yves Domelin. The story says, I, Jean-Yves Domelin, lived with a primitive tribe of headhunters. Setting out to study animal behavior in the jungles of Borneo, I was captured by a headhunting tribe and taken to their village. There I underwent awesome tribal initiation rites. In my book, titled Panjaman, I reveal how I was tattooed for 120 hours. Here you see some of the tattoos again. And I tell of the shocking episode of when I was tossed into a pit where thousands of red ants feasted upon my body. Before my eventual escape, I learned the customs and taboos of the tribe, hunted with a blowpipe and native spear, and as incredible as it now seems, was actually forced to marry the chieftain's daughter. Signed, Jean-Yves Domelin. Well, like I always say, it's good to get out of the city once in a while, see something a little different. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
BuzzardPlay.com is now BuzzardTV.com. The same great content with a whole new address. BuzzardTV.com. Log on and let's play.
Some kids do well in a traditional classroom. But if you're looking for a different approach, K-12 could be the answer. Our online public schools give families another choice. K-12 is tuition-free and available in most states. Here's how it works. Students are taught online by state-certified teachers. The curriculum is fully accredited, and the program gives kids the flexibility to work at their own pace. They can explore subjects they're passionate about and get extra help when they need it from their teachers and their parents. Call or go online today to learn more.
Our students succeed beyond K-12. They learn skills that colleges and universities value.
When a student earns a diploma, they've worked hard for it.
Join the growing community of families who have switched to K-12 and succeeded. Enrollment is open, so call today. K-12, because every child is uniquely brilliant.
Last year, millions of homeowners used HomeAdvisor to get matched with top-rated pros for small projects like fixing a garage door or unclogging a drain. But you can also use HomeAdvisor to find trusted pros for bigger projects like building a deck or remodeling your kitchen. For projects big and small, HomeAdvisor is always free to use. Compare prices, read reviews, and find the best local pros at HomeAdvisor.com or download the free app.
HomeAdvisor. My son needs this drug. I hope it doesn't cost too much.
I hope my insurance pays for it. Can you tell me how much this will be?
67.
Sorry. Wait, have you heard about GoodRx? GoodRx finds free coupons to help you save up to 80% on your prescriptions.
Wow. I had no idea.
GoodRx. Stop paying too much for your prescriptions.
Oh, hi. Nice. Took me by surprise. Nice of you to come back. The show is going on. We have across here 3 gentlemen, all claiming to be Jean-Yves Dumoulin, a man who lived with a head-hunting tribe in the jungles of Borneo. And I think Borneo is one of the few places that Peggy hasn't been. So let's start with Peggy.
From this, I'm glad I've never been there. Number 3, where is Borneo?
Borneo is between South Asia and Australia.
That's quite a large space of land. Is there any? What's it closest to?
Closest to? Southeast Asia.
Thank you. Number 2, I know that you had all these big initiation rites, but did you have to join? I mean, couldn't you tell him you didn't want to join the tribe?
No reason for that,
Well, why did you want to join it?
because I wanted to see how they lived.
I see. Number 1, did the ants hurt much?
Yeah, they hurt very much, yes, they bite a lot.
Yes. Did you? How long did it take for the wounds to heal of the ants?
Few seconds.
Oh, a few seconds.
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Number 2, what did you hunt with the blowpipe? People, or did you hunt pigs and things?
Rather pigs, boar, but not people unless we have to.
Oh, well, did you ever have to?
Not myself, no.
Well, number 3, did the people there with the blowpipes, it says they were headhunters, were they cannibals?
No, they were not.
What did they do with the heads then?
All right. That's a great question to leave hanging in the air.
All right, number 3, what did they do with the heads since my...
Well, they just hang them up as trophies, you know.
Decoration.
That I can understand.
Makes sense.
Headhunters and cannibals, they never have any trouble when they get married because the groom's family eats the bride's family. And there's never any trouble with the in-laws after that.
Why doesn't the bride's family eat the groom's family?
Why everything becomes a women's lib argument around here?
May I remind you that we have 3 gentlemen over there patiently waiting.
Number 1, the wild man of Borneo. What did this legend come from?
Origin?
Yes.
From Sumatra.
But number 1, why was there a wild man originally? Was there a kind of...
Yes, very wild, sure.
Yes. Number 2,
savage.
What?
Very savage, yeah.
Yes. Well, number 2, what did this have anything to do with orangutans?
No, I don't think so.
Are orangutans indigenous to Borneo? Do they live there?
Yes, they do.
Do they ruin the neighborhood, number 2? Oh.
And that takes us, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
Number 3, what was the chieftain's daughter like?
Very pretty, very nice.
And why did you leave her?
Well, because I had to at the end, otherwise they might have had my head as well.
Why?
Well, because the witch hunter there wasn't a particular friend of mine, and he didn't like me at all, and he tried to poison me. And I was ill for a few days after eating some food, which was poison. And of course, when I realized that, I thought, well, that's the time to pack up. And off I went.
Number 2, was the Red Ant initiation only because they didn't like you, or was this for all young men of the tribe?
It's for everybody.
I see. Thank you. Number 1, the tribe you lived with was not the tribe that did all these terrible things to you. In other words, you were captured by another tribe, right?
No, it was the same tribe.
Oh, it was the same tribe?
Yeah, I was living in the same tribe.
How long were you there?
Thank you, Kitty. Hate to interrupt. Going down to Bill Cullen.
Now, number 2, you state here that you were forced to marry the chief's daughter. Why was that? I mean...
I was not really forced, but...
What kind of a girl was she, number 2? I mean...
She was very pretty.
Would you have married her ordinarily if you hadn't met her there?
I think so, yeah.
I'm beginning to feel sorry for the poor thing. But you two had to leave her, is that right?
Excuse me?
You had to leave her. I mean, she's still there and you're here.
She's still there, yes.
Are you still married?
For them, yes.
For you?
It's like Madam
No.
Number 3, like all the rest of us, do you have to pay alimony, number 3? You don't?
Nothing at all, thank God. No, nothing.
Where's that island again, number 3? No, number 1, aside from the... well, that sounds so far like a good try. What were some of those other outlandish customs you had to get? What else did they do differently there than we do here?
Tattoo.
A tattoo?
By example.
Thank you.
Ah, dear me, that bell has rung all too soon for me, but it is time now for the panel to get their own head together, each to vote individually, and they vote, of course, for number 1, almost certainly for number 2, or equally as certainly for number...
We know it's not easy dealing with a lung condition, but paying for it can really take your breath away. After all, the cost of breathing medications can add up quickly. Studies show a nebulizer can be easier to use and more effective than an inhaler. But even better, the portable nebulizer and your breathing medications may be covered by Medicare Part B and supplemental insurance. So if you have Medicare, call Med4Home right now. Med4Home is a mail-order pharmacy that's been helping people since 1998. We're here to help. In fact, we're a Medicare contracted supplier with pharmacists available 24/7. We will contact your doctor, handle the paperwork, and deliver to your door with no additional cost for shipping. We even carry long-acting medications. So call Med4Home now and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Call 1-800-321-0168 for more information.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877-CASH now.
I have an annuity, but I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877-CASH now. 877-CASH now.
Call to find out how to get a $5,000 cash advance for your structured settlement. That's $5,000 to use any way you like.
You get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877-CASH now. 877-CASH now.
877-CASH now.
877-CASH now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth now for your $5,000. Offer is subject to meeting certain underwriting and transaction requirements. Call the number provided or visit 5000now.com for further details.
Remember that we pay each of our team of challengers, we pay each team of challengers $50 for each wrong answer, $500 if nobody comes up with the right answer. And Peggy starts, please.
Well, I think they're all very good, but see, number 1 was scratching his neck. Those answers still with him. And also, number 1 seems to me more like a student of anthropology. That's the only reason to go there that I can figure.
All righty, so you got a 1 showing, and Orson.
Now, if I were a beautiful princess from the Headhunters tribe, I would go for number 2. I'd crawl into the ants with him.
Get an antsy number 2 showing, and Kitty coming up.
I voted for number 2. I think he's the real explorer. Number 3 looks like a writer, but I still think it's number 2.
All righty, Bill, that leaves you still to be heard from.
Yeah, number 3's out there all alone.
You want to go with him?
No, I too voted for number 1 because the way he looks and talks, and we're out on a limb if it's 3. Uh-oh.
Ha.
Uh-oh.
They're smiling up there.
The votes are all in. Will the real Jean-Yves Domelin please stand up?
It's gotta be.
Bon.
Well, you have fooled him anyway. Number 2, tell us about yourself. What's your real name and what do you do?
My name is Jean-Claude Pierre Nadal, and I teach at the French Institute.
Ah, French Institute. And number 3, tell us about you.
My name is Marcel Duval. I'm a restaurant manager at the Hilton in Tarrytown, New York.
Oh, yes, indeed. Now, in Borneo, as we mentioned before, the most frequently used weapon to bring down small game is the blowpipe. And during his stay in the jungles, Monsieur Domelin became quite expert in the use of this primitive weapon. And we thought that our audience would enjoy seeing a real live demonstration of how a blowpipe operates. So if you can, he's putting the darts in his pocket now. And behind him, he has a 10-foot blowpipe. And his target is going to be perhaps 30 feet away from him. And Monsieur Domelin, if show a dart to our camera, if you will. They're made of iron. And he simply puts it into the pipe.
Hope he doesn't inhale.
Yes, don't inhale, Orson, sir. And go for the big balloon first.
Good Lord.
Boy, right smack in the middle. And now a smaller one. Nothing to it. And now about half the size of the first one. Good luck.
Imagine if they knew about this in Central Park.
Up next, careers go careening in the job-guessing game, What's My Line? Then, great sales sway the steadfast on Sale of the Century. Stay tuned.
You know, there are a million reasons why people choose to support Shriners Hospitals for Children.
It might be because Shriners Hospitals is recognized around the world as the leader in their innovative research. They're super smart.
Or it could be the fact that Shriners Hospital specializes in giving transformative care so kids can get home quicker and get back to the important stuff, being a kid.
Or maybe it's the way Shriners Hospitals is helping more kids in more places through the use of telehealth technology. This gives kids around the world life-changing quality care right where they are.
Like I said, there are a million reasons to support Shriners Hospitals every month. But I bet I know the best ones.
Me, and me.
When you call the number on your screen right now and give as little as $19 a month, just 63 cents a day, you'll be making a life-changing difference for a child, just like Sarah.
With your monthly gift, we'll send you this adorable Love to the Rescue blanket as a thank you, and a reminder of all the children who make up your million reasons why you support Shriners Hospitals for Children. Because of your monthly support,
I can dance. I can play games with my friends. I can walk. Will today be the day you send your love to the rescue? Please go online right now to loveshriners.org to give your monthly support so more kids get the care they need to be kids.
there are a million reasons to give, and I
am one of them.
Thank you.
Please, call or go online right now. If operators are busy, please call again or go to loveshriners.org right away to give. Your gift shows you care.
Now let's meet our fugitive from the ski lift.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Ruth Friedman.
Number 2.
My name is Ruth Friedman.
Number 3.
My name is Ruth Friedman.
And here is the story of Ruth Friedman. It goes as follows. I, Ruth Friedman, got stuck on a ski lift, sued the state, and won. Here's what happened. A boy and I were riding a ski lift operated by the state during the summer months as a tourist attraction. Suddenly, the lift unexpectedly stopped running. The operator had closed down for the night, and we were stranded up in the sky. Now, according to my religion, an unmarried girl cannot spend the night with a male in a place inaccessible to a third person. So, what to do? Well, although it was a 40-foot drop, I jumped to the ground. In great pain, I then walked to a ranger station. No one was there, and the phone was dead. Finally, I found a mountain lodge, broke in, and phoned for help. Police came, and they got my friend down. I sued the state for $1 million. I'm sure it will not surprise you to learn that I collected a great deal less. Signed, Ruth Friedman. And, Kitty, would you like to start, please?
You poor thing, whoever you are. Number 2, was this a boy that you knew, a friend of yours, or was it just somebody you got stuck on the lift with?
No, it was somebody I knew.
Oh, I see. And number 3, may I ask what your religion is?
Jewish.
Number 1, are you Jewish? Mm-hmm. And is this an Orthodox custom?
Yes, it is. It has to do with being like my background was Persian Jewish, and it was the idea that according to a law, that if I was with a boy and there was no one else around and we were in a place where something could happen, it's like you'd be completely chastised and
Yes.
separated from everybody around you.
Yes.
And like being a nice Jewish girl from a European
From a nice
background.
Persian background.
Right. You just don't do that.
Thank you. Number 2, what were your injuries?
I broke my nose.
Oh, my God.
Oh. And number 3, how long did it take you to break into the lodge?
About an hour and a half.
And number 2, what had happened to the boy when they finally discovered him?
I don't know.
You never saw him again? This
Oh, I-
broke up your friendship?
No, I saw him afterwards.
Oh, well, what had happened to him?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Number 1, it wasn't cold.
Thank you, Kitty. We're going to go down to Bill.
Number 3, I have to know, in a case like this, you leaped out of the... What were you in? What kind of a conveyance on the ski lift were
A
you?
chairlift.
A chairlift. Pretty hard to do anything in a chairlift on a cold mountain night. I know. I used to have trouble in the back seat of an Edsel on an August afternoon.
You are talking about tennis, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Number 3, to continue our conversation, you leaped out of the chairlift and went for help. How come the fellow didn't?
He didn't have a chance to say anything. I just got scared of what my parents might think, and I just jumped.
Number 2, did he sue the state?
I don't think so.
You don't know whether he... Hey, am I number 1? Am I permitted to ask, or do you want to avoid? If I ask how much you finally collected from the state merely as a matter of curiosity,
Well, let's put it this way.
Okay.
The Internal Revenue knows, and I know,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure. Is it all right with you if I ask you Internal Revenue number 1? I have an open line to them, number 1.
And from Bill Cullen, we go to Peggy Cash.
Thank you. Number 1, where was this ski lift?
Well, I was at the Concord with my parents, and I was with the boy, and we drove in a car, and there was like a lot of state-owned places around there.
Now, number 3, I've been up in many a chairlift, and I really, in a gondola lift, I can see why you would leave, but in a chairlift, honest and true, you'd have to be a gymnast to attack you in any way at all. But anyway, number 2, number 2, did you say, so long, Charlie, I'm leaving? I mean that. What did the poor fella say? Did he say, Ruth, where are you going? I mean, did you give him a chance to go first?
Well, as you heard, because of the background that I
Well, I
came
understand that, but why didn't you tell him to get off the lift?
well, we were arguing for a while,
And another thing, how did you land on your nose?
I don't know. Well, it was on an incline. And
It's the perils of Pauline.
Let's go, please, to Orson Beach.
Now, number 1, back to the money. Now, without going into the amounts, what it comes down to is the fact that the state didn't think it was as valuable as you did. Right?
Well, let's put it this way. When you were from a certain background,
Yes.
and you brought up a certain way,
Yeah.
and then you get stuck up on top of a ski lift,
Yes.
and it's getting dark,
Yes.
and you're with a boy who isn't
Yes.
exactly, kosher.
Yeah. In other words, number 1, I don't want to pursue it. Yeah. Now, your Persian background, number 3. Now, apparently the mores of your background assume that all that is needed is the opportunity. In other words, the minute even the opportunity exists, the guilt is presumed. Is that correct?
That's right.
Mercy, number 3.
All right, there goes the little bell, and that means no more questions. Make up our minds, mark your mind on your ballot. The audience and I'll decide, do we think it's number 1, or do we think it's number 2, or do we go for number 3? Kitty is poised and ready.
Well, judging by their noses, it's none of them, because they all have beautiful noses, and nobody broke her nose at all. Or if they did, it was beautifully repaired. I voted for number 3.
All righty, you've got a 3 showing down there, and we're going to go with Bill Cullen.
It's interesting in today's society, the story about a girl marooned on a ski lift with the fellows, and all 4 of us question, and we're more interested in the mechanics than the morals. Did you know? Anyway, number 2 laughed about all this. Number 1, whether she's a real one or not, could be a comedian, is all I have to say. She was very funny. And number 3 was the least amused by all this. And if she were amused, she'd probably have to give the state back what she got. So I voted for number 3.
We've got a pair of them for number 3. And who's Peggy going with?
Well, you know, the thing is now, number 1 and 2, you're adorable and everything, but you wouldn't be worried on a ski lift. You'd punch him one in the mouth. But number 3 is really seems to be kind of shy, and she might get nervous on a ski lift. I voted for her.
Well, we're all going up in a ski lift together. We got 3 on 3, and Kitty, are you going along? Oh,
It's me, yeah. I can picture any one of these girls co-starring with Turhan Bey and Sabu in Princess of Babylon or Persian Nights. However, I voted for number 3 as well.
Suspended all alone up there, 3 all by herself. The votes are in. Will the real Ruth Friedman please stand up? Absolutely a great job. Let's find out who your imposters are. Number 1, what is your real name and what do you do?
My real name's Penny Pear, and I'm manager of a sportswear department for Macy's on 34th Street.
Boy, that's great job. Number 2, tell us about you. I know. I want to find out about her. Number 3, what is your real name? What do you do?
My real name is Rita Wasserman, and I'm a receptionist for a buying office here in New York.
Of course, you all do realize it's in totally stumping the panel. You made yourself $500. So thank you, Ruth. Thank you, ladies, very much for being with us on the Tell the Truth, or whatever it is.
We asked our customers, what do you like most about Consumer Cellular?
I'd say the great customer service.
You have no contract.
No surprises. The coverage has been terrific.
The price, the plans.
I think the value is excellent.
Consumer Cellular is the way to go.
Plans start at only $15 a month, and unlimited talk and text is just $25 a month.
Definitely, it's a great value. Now I just have everything that I need and all for $25 a month.
My phone bill is less than half of what I used to pay.
I love the fact that I can save money. We were saving a lot of money, and I can go shopping.
Switch to Consumer Cellular and start saving today.
Consumer Cellular just keeps it simple.
It's very reliable, and I can always count on it.
It's no contract, and it's as flexible as you want it to be.
Simple, reliable, and no contracts.
I can bring my own phone number.
Consumer Cellular made it really easy to switch from my old carrier. The switchover was seamless.
I love my phone number, and I was so happy I was able to keep it.
Switching is easy. You can keep your phone and number.
It's just a tremendous value. And then that AARP discount doesn't hurt either.
Consumer Cellular gives me a discount just for being a member of AARP.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
Consumer is in their name, Consumer Cellular, so of course they're going to be customer-centered.
They've been Johnny on the spot and took care of me right away.
I do have a sense that they have my back. Customer service is just excellent. They're in a class by themselves.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 6 times in a row.
You couldn't persuade me right now to switch from Consumer Cellular.
They've made me a customer for life.
Switch today. It's all backed by a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Call 1-800-776-6960. Go online or visit a Target store today.
More bang for your buck than that's money in your pocket.
I've been sort of sitting here contemplating the possibilities of what else she could have done than jump 40 feet and then, what she should have done, having jumped the 40 feet and made her way to the Rangers Lodge, she should have called Oral Roberts, gotten converted, and then gone back up on the ski lift.
Climb back.
And it would have been a lot less.
Good.
We'll see you again sometime, friends. Take care there.
This is Phil Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Cotton production.